DDG finally responded back to Jay Cinco, convincing the world that he's a terrible human being. I'll be real, we might owe DDG an apology because yesterday we all kind of ran with Jay Cinco's narrative because he was the first one to make a video. And Jay Cinco essentially reinforced certain opinions that a lot of us probably already had about DDG. If you missed it, yesterday Jay Cinco came on live and broke down that him and DDG are no longer friends. He's no longer a part of DDG's group called the Capaholics. He's not going to be moving into their content house. They won't be working together. And he would say the reason why is because DDG, well, at this particular time, he didn't really give a name. We all just assumed it was DDG, and it was confirmed later on. But he would say that DDG treated him horribly. DDG talked crazy to him. DDG had an ego issue. He was ego tripping. He feels like he runs the entire group. He says things like, I made you.
Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, I felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back and just turning it down, like coming at it in real disrespectful ways, talking to it like a friend would never talk to. Then like blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt. He blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt. And that person didn't say nothing. They took it. Like they just, nigga calling, I made you and who you drive this and whoop, like real real crazy fool. It's like, damn, like, what the f? Like, and say some shit like that to the other nigga, the nigga just ain't say nothing, you feel me? And just took it and just.
I'm gonna call myself.
That's facts though. And I understood when Jay Cinco was saying that because I've seen dudes do stuff like that where they be talking crazy to somebody else and you think you about to bring that over here. This ain't that, my boy. So make sure y'all drop a like on this comment, hit that hype button, and drop it in the comments. Let me know who y'all rocking with, DDG or Jay Cinco. I've heard this about DDG a few times, like he got a lot of ego stuff going on. Not only that, like it's been a few people that called him haters. So we had to sit and kind of see what Jay Cinco was talking about. But then DDG start firing back a little bit, so now we seeing both sides of it. We gonna stay up to date on this channel, so make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Let's get back to this video. I'm gonna give y'all more of my take on the next one.
We heard this, a lot of us automatically believed it because we already thought this of DDG. I ain't capping. We've been hating on DDG since DDG showed us he made $12 million in 1 month. I'm just being real, bro. All right? Y'all been hating too, man. Stop. Y'all been hating too, bro. Don't put it on me, man. So people already thought this. And to be fair, a lot of people who I know that knows DDG, that have met DDG, say he's like calm, humble, and chill. Like he's not who you perceive him to be. But a lot of us already perceive him to be a certain way. So this made perfect sense to us. It reinforced what we believe, so we automatically took it. Well, DDG finally responded back to Jay Cinco. And after DDG's response, I'll be real with y'all, man. We might owe DDG an apology. Now, if Jay Cinco responds back and he brings more compelling proof, then we might have to flip-flop yet again. So here is DDG responding back to Jay Cinco's comments about him and why they fell out.
This all started at the Mafia-thon. Nah.
Really?
This is what threw me for a loop. All right? It started at Mafia-thon 3, right? So I already told y'all, prior to me going on there, I had a 30-minute conversation with Reggie, right? And I told him, I'm like, I called Kai before I even put it up. I'm like, I ain't trying to go in there and mediate with no on live because the say some crazy shit. Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit there. I'm not gonna let a nigga play with me. So I'm like, I'd rather have a conversation with the nigga. We can talk off the camera, but I'm not finna just straight up just get on no internet shit with the nigga. And you know what I'm saying? We saying some mean shit to each other. Me and Reggie talk, boom. I'm like, man, it's whatever. We squashed it. He apologized. I apologize. Boom. We moved on from it, right? So then when we got on the stream, it was like everything was cool. Now, Reggie said one line that I didn't catch. I didn't catch the line. And I gotta show you. He said one line that I didn't catch.
He was referring to this moment right here on Mafia-thon 3 when DDG and Reggie was in like a rap battle. They was both, it was like friendly distance because they already talked on the phone and squashed their beats.
Yeah,
however, Reggie said a bar about DDG's son. He says DDG is mad because he can't see that stuff that's stuck in the air. DDG's son name is Halo. So he was referencing Halo.
Nigga man, because he can't see his what? He can't see the shit that be shining in the sky. Think about it.
I think DDG caught it, bro. Yeah, DDG is listening intensely. Like, DDG has been rapping for years now. I don't think DDG just missed the bar. No, I think DDG heard the bar. But, bro, like, yo, DDG ain't no hoe. Bro, DDG could beat up Reggie if he wanted to, right? I don't think Reggie is a fighter. Again, Reggie ain't no hoe. Like, I don't think Reggie just going to sit there and get beat up. No, bro, I think Reggie going to fight back. He going to fight him. But DDG has been boxing since, like, 6 years old. Like, he knows how to fight. So I don't think DDG was scared of Reggie. I think DDG, bro, he understood the moment, bro. Yo, there's like 1 million people watching. We on Mafia-thon 3. This a great place to network and have a solid and a clean face card. I'm not about to bring attention to it and get in my feelings. But apparently, according to DDG, when this moment happened, Jay Cinco was in the group chat saying, man, you're making us look bad. And Jay Cinco was kind of dogging DDG for letting Reggie say that without any response.
And I'm like, if I would have caught it, I probably would have said something or at least stopped the segment and shit like that. But I'm like, you know what? It's too late. What I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back upstairs and be like, hey, why you say that? And plus, the shit he said is not true. It's not true at all. So I'm like, I can't even really get mad at that because that's like me. That's like a nigga calling me ugly. I know I ain't ugly. It's like a calling me this and that. I know I ain't this and that. So it wasn't that deep. What pissed me off is in our group chat, I read it, right? I'm thinking the stream going amazing. Y'all seen, I was having a ball. I was doing spinneroos, 720s with Tony Hawk in a damn fold up bed having a ball. I was having so much fun in Mafia Thon 3. I was having a Tony Hawk. Y'all know who Tony Hawk is? I'm having a ball. I goes outside after we did a little rap battle. Boom, boom, boom. Kai doing his segment with all the skateboarders and shit. I'll go outside. I read my group chat and everybody in my group chat talk about some, why you ain't fight him? Why you ain't do this? All this to get in a rap battle? So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Mind you, I'm talking to everybody though. Everybody though. Now I do a group FaceTime. You know how you can group FaceTime a whole group? And I'm like, man, what the f do y'all want me to do? Mind you, I'm talking to everybody, bro. Cinco was not singled out whatsoever. I'm like, what y'all want me to do, bro? Y'all want me to come in here and box on a 20-year-old, 21-year-old in front of all these nice establishments and look ghetto so you can say, the Capaholics be standing on shit? Y'all don't even know what the f is going on. Me and him squash this shit. I can't fight nobody. Y'all know why. I'm not finna sit here and get on the internet and box no 21-year-old. And then it's a lose-lose if I was to do some shit like that. Then I'm a bully. And this and that.
I overly feel DDG. I overly
that.
stand with DDG with this one, man. Just with this one.
No, that was actually some of the realest stuff that I've heard DDG say. That was all facts. Like, he kind of was looking into the future. He seen how it was going to play out. There was no win with him putting his hands on Reggie. They already talked about it. They already squashed the beef. If he would have came out there and they was just rap battling and he would have smacked him in that moment or something like that, they would have been like, but it's not what he said. He would have been like, it's not true. So why'd you get mad if y'all squashed it? It was no winning that. So I agree with DDJ. I agree with him.
But I overly stand with the homie with this one, bro. Yo, I'm the bag. First off, yo, anybody telling the bag to crash out, you don't love yourself. Like, you must not love yourself. Now, I can understand Jay Cinco saying it because Jay Cinco can stand on his own. But those other ones like T.O. and that, man, Rich better not been telling DDG to crash out, bro. Is you crazy? If DDG crash out, half the group going back to Walmart to work. Ain't nothing wrong with working at Walmart, bro. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, shout out
half
Walmart.
the group going back to Walmart, bro. Like, y'all not about to be streaming and meeting other millionaires and going at Rolling Loud and backstage. No, if DDG crash out, y'all going back to McDonald's, bro. Right? Do you want some extra fries with that? So the fact that y'all would tell him to crash out on Mafia Thon 3, y'all must not love yourself. So yeah, DDG to me is 100% correct for crashing out. But here's where you're about to see when egos clash, okay? When there's already some type of existent friction and tension, the tiniest things become the biggest things. Because obviously DDG and Jay Cinco already had tension, because I don't feel like that this tiny scenario right here where, man, y'all was out of line by telling me to crash out on Reggie or making me feel bad for not crashing out, I'm going to voice my frustration. And then that leads to where we're at right now, where Reggie is.
Facts. It was already smoke. You don't just, look, everything culminates. This is the manifestation of Jay Cinco and DDG's thoughts against each other. Like, you just don't one day wake up and beef. No, y'all been thinking about it. Keep going.
Exposing DDG on the internet. I don't think so. They already have friction, which is why we're currently at where we're at. But yeah, he said Jay Cinco didn't pick up the FaceTime call that would have squashed everything. But they kept going back and forth via DMs.
And then a nigga like Cinco ain't gonna defend me. Y'all ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I'm online. I do a group FaceTime. Everybody answer that but Cinco. And I'm going back and forth, and we going back and forth. They're like, man, it ain't that deep. It ain't even that deep. First of all, this shit unprovoked. I didn't ask nobody to comment on what I'm doing on this damn stream, and they fucked my whole mojo up. I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I came back on the stream, I'm like, bro, these just pissed me off. It fucked I couldn't even entertain like I wanted to, because I'm like, bro, y'all niggas really nitpicking, bro. And y'all don't know what's going on when they ain't on the camera. So I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody answered the FaceTime call but Cinco, right? So since Cinco answered, this texting though. He texted like, this public embarrassment. And then he said some shit. This is what he said. Let me show you the screenshot. Can y'all read that? I would have said, Reggie dead dad for niggas to be rap battling face to face 4 months later. Laughing emojis. You was just working out with this nigga. Bro, you doing push-ups, this and that. This a fake. He's a fraud.
That's kind of flawed, though. I ain't gonna lie, Cinco. That's kind of flawed, bro. Like, you can't talk that high power, real Igga code and ethics and then do something like this, bro. You can't work out with the
Yeah.
homie and then ask somebody to diss his dead daddy, bro. That's crazy. Also, too, why this is also shocking. Jay Cinco was the one telling DDG to squash his beef with Reggie and that it wasn't that serious. So for DDG or for Cinco to tell DDG publicly to squash the beef and then take this route when he does squash it, that's kind of flawed. That ain't on the up and up. That ain't on the straight and narrow, bro. That ain't right, Cinco.
You working out, you laughing in his face the whole time. You want to diss his dead daddy? If me and Reggie beef is just so deep, why are you laughing in his face and acting like y'all buddy? Do y'all remember in Rome, this pulling me to the side, talk about some be the bigger person gang? Whole time on the side, he want me to do violence. So I'm a hoe for being a bigger person?
Took what you said out of context as far as like he probably took it too serious. You know what I'm saying? Because in real life, we don't give a f about what's going on, you feel me? And it'd be like I get what bro's saying, but I get what you're saying, you feel me? Like when you said, oh, like, you know, I don't know. I personally like Cash App scams personally, only because what Reggie's saying is like, that shit fall back on bro. Because he put the on, then the post a Cash App scam, then it fall back on bro because she's scamming bro fans. You feel me? So bro probably looked at you like, you saying that shit cool, like you condoning my fans getting scammed type shit. But it didn't have to go to the route he took it. You feel me? He could have went about it a different way.
Yeah, but I can't Reggie, nigga. I'm a hoe for squashing it with a 21-year-old, bro. This nigga a fraud. He's a liar. Like, I don't know why y'all don't see through this shit, bro. The actor. He literally, and he texted, and mind you, we going back and forth for hours, like not even hours, but we was going back and forth. I'm like, and I'm trolling this at this point.
Now, this is the part of the story that we didn't hear from Jay Cinco. DDG is a legend, and this is where things went completely left, where both sides said they could never be friends again. So while they were arguing, DDG would allege that Jay Cinco threatened to get the goons on DDG. So Jay Cinco is from a notorious hood in LA, right? LA County. Jay Cinco's daddy runs his section, right? Jay Cinco's daddy is real reputable, real stand-up dude. DDG understands this. So when they arguing, DDG offers Jay Cinco a friendly fade so they can squash it. Jay Cinco, according to DDG, said, hey, I don't do friendly fades. I'm pulling up with the gang, right? You gonna get dealt with. DDG felt like to threaten your homie like that, y'all must not be homie, or it's gotten to a point where y'all can never go back to being homies because you're trying to do real harm to me. If that's true, Jay Cinco, you wrong, bro.
And then it get to a point where really make me say, like, you know what, I don't fuck with this no more. This got to talking gangster shit with me. Typing with only C's and shit, replacing all the K's. And I'm like, who are you trying to bang on? What you talking about? You're not finna bang on me. And then on that, after what really crossed the line, bro, the following day, bro, I called T.O. because they all in the crib deliberating and shit. I called T.O. We going back and forth arguing, blah, 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 blah. This gonna say some shit like, Kai, your daddy. That's what he said. So I said, I made you. Yeah, I said it. I'm like, if you saying Kai is this, what the fuck about you? I gotta be your uncle or something. I gotta be your grandpa. I gotta be something to you. There ain't no way you popping it like that. Right? That's what he said. So then, yeah, and I said, I made you. And then that's what he got to doing all this other shit. So we get on the phone arguing back and forth. I told this, all right, we going back and forth. This is how I saw this man, right? To me, shit ain't even that deep. Even when he's saying the this and that, blah, 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 blah. It ain't even that deep to me. I'm like, bro, this shit really not that deep. Let's just go get some 16-ounce gloves and let's just box this shit out. And we can hug it out afterwards. That's how I solve my problem. That's how real friends supposed to go. You fight, you get it out the way, and then we good. I told this nigga, hey, let's box this, get it over with. Boom, boom. I was just gonna tickle his nose a little bit, jab. Went that deep. I wasn't gonna try to hurt the little man. Like I wouldn't even on there. I'm like, bro, you're not finna keep saying on the phone, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do this and that, blah, 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 and then you don't wanna. Ain't that gang culture? Don't y'all fight all the time? I'm like, this should be nothing but a walk in the park. Nigga. Let's just box and run his bag up for Capaholics. Nigga. Let's just get this shit over with. It's not that deep. This calls his Crip homies. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie. You calling some niggas to come fight for you? Knowing how this shit can go, knowing how far it can go, I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga was on the phone trying to put plays together to get me robbed, whatever the I don't know what the this nigga got going on. But once he did that and he trying to call niggas on me, I'm like, nah, this not my homie.
Cinco said he's going live today to clear this up. But if this is true,
yeah, it ain't really no clearing that up. Like, if you tried to, like, for one, you taking it to the streets on some gang type stuff, and like, ain't none of y'all really on that. Like, DDG ain't on that. Shit, I ain't on that. Like, what are you on that for? And Jay Cinco, you ain't on that. He asking you for a fade as a friend. I'd have gave bro that fade. You got me feeling some type of way. Just give him the fade, Jay Cinco. What you doing? What you calling folks for? That's corny, Jay Cinco. I ain't feeling that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't feeling that.
I don't think there's anything DDG could have done to where he wouldn't have been justified. If you tell me you calling gang members on me, bruh, there's nothing DDG could have done from that point on where he wouldn't have been justified. At that point, you're trying to kill me, bruh. I take that seriously,
That could have
homie.
been anything.
Right? I don't do no cutting, no breaking back and booing in my vicinity, bruh. The minute you want to bring that into our friendship, bruh, you call it a game. What? Entire hood on me or something, bruh? And I'm not even from here, bruh. I'm from Michigan somewhere, bruh. And you calling like an entire hood on me, bruh? Oh, no. You do that to me, it's up for life, bruh. Like, we can never be in the same room again, bruh. I don't even play those games, bruh. And I'll be real. This is why a lot of people is very wary when it comes to doing business or associating with certain dudes from LA. Now, I haven't heard Cinco's side yet, so I don't know. Maybe this is completely cap. Cinco don't strike me as the type of guy who would do this. Cinco is level-headed. Like, Cinco don't strike me as the type of dude who would call a hood on his homie, who's not even from LA, who don't gangbang at all.
That's facts. But at the same time, we don't know how Jay Cinco reacts to stuff when he knows he can't win. Or he feels scared. You get what I'm saying? He might be scared. Like, I'm not even gonna say might. If that man asks you to box, and the first thing you said is I'm gonna go get somebody else on you. If that part is true, I'm gonna say that Cinco's scared of DDG. He's scared of him. Like, I've never heard of somebody who could beat somebody or just wasn't scared of him and they asked you to box and they ain't do it. I've only heard people turn down that fade or run from that fade, or like, because trying to put somebody in your place is literally running from the fade. They only do that when you scared. So we don't know how Jay Cinco reacts to stuff when he's scared, and this might be how he reacts as a scared adult man.
And DDG already has a sketchy history with gangbangers in LA. Then, like, OT Genesis claimed he knocked out DDG at a particular house party. So DDG already got PTSD when it comes to dealing with these gangbangers, bruh. He a multi-millionaire. He made $12 million in 1 month. If I made $12 million in 1 month, bro, I don't want to smell a gangbanger around me, bruh. I can smell that funky energy, bruh. Keep it away from me, man. And if you my homie and you want to, nah, Cinco ain't do this, bruh. Cinco ain't do this, man. Especially if that's the response to let's catch a friendly face. Cinco box, Cinco a fighter. We seen Cinco mix a lot of people. Cinco can fight. Like, he's no punk. Like he can fight. Now, he might not be on DDG's level because bro, he been boxing since he was like 5 or 7. But if that's the response to let's catch a friendly fade, I don't think Cinco was scared to fight. If Cinco response was I'm calling the hood on you, Cinco wanted you gone, bro. He wanted you dead, homie. I'm sorry. Yeah. But this is a blind reaction. We haven't seen what Cinco had to say yet. So we'll be back when Cinco responds, man. This is terrible.
Yeah, this is horrible. You don't do that to your friend. It got Cinco looking crazy in the light right now. So y'all dropping in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Jay Cinco potentially calling the neighborhood on DDG, because honestly, it's looking like Cinco started the situation by talking crazy in the text instead of like promoting like them coming together. He wanted to keep it divisive, but at the same time, he's being friends with Reggie and he's selling DDG. Yeah, you should have dissed his dead dad. I ain't gonna hold you. Cinco just looked like a snake. Like, you on Reggie dick. I'm gonna say what it is. You on Reggie dick, but you on DDG dick. DDG saying like, oh, I should smack him. You saying like, no, just squash it with Reggie. So then he goes to squash it with Reggie. You dick eating Reggie, being friendly with him. Then you come back and say, yeah, you shouldn't have let Reggie slide with that. I would have did this, and this. But you being friends with Reggie and you telling DDG that this is dead dad. And at the same time, you going at DDG because he not starting beef with Reggie. He squashing it like you just told him to. And since he didn't squash it and felt some type of way about you trying to diss him, he then asked you for a friendly fade, and then you turned around and tried to put your hood on him. No, you Cinco, it's looking like you been a snake. I'm usually not siding with DDG all the time because with DDG he got an ego to him. But when you're right, my boy. So y'all drop it in the comments. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. Who's right and wrong in this? Cinco, DDG, Beef. I don't want to hear they just need to squash it. I want to know who right and wrong. Drop it in the comments. It's your boy Wassup G. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that hype button, and I'm gonna drop another video right here. Make sure y'all click this video right here. It's gonna be about how Little Durk is potentially coming home, but not only potentially coming home, it's looking like some OTF members might be trying to leave him out to dry. Click this video right here. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out, y'all. Woo.